This is the last video I'm going to make on this subject because I'm tired of talking about it, and also I'm just kind of tired because I spent my whole morning relearning to walk with knees. But comments like this actually seemed important to address. There are a lot of people in my comment section saying that they would really like to understand why it is that the R word became a slur, but other words that refer to cognitive difference that have been used medically against intellectually and developmentally disabled people, like idiot and moron, why those words just became mere insults and not a slur like the R word. What's different about those words? And I'm not a linguist, like etymology nerd. I'm not an actual linguist. I am getting my PhD in the social sciences, but I would love to hear an actual linguist weigh in on this. My feeling as somebody who does crip theory, disability studies, is that it actually doesn't have to do with the words themselves. It has to do with when in history those words made the move from medical settings into more popular conversation. The difference there is that the R word was the word that was in use when disability rights really kicked off and when intellectually and developmentally disabled people won huge victories in deinstitutionalization. My feeling is that it has more to do with non-disabled society reckoning with intellectually and developmentally disabled people being people. And suddenly, those words that you use carry real weight when the people that they're being used against are people that you view as people. When idiot, moron words like that started to be used more colloquially, all of those people who those words were used against were still institutionalized. They were still kept out of the conversation. With the R word, you had the people who that word was used against suddenly being part of the conversation and suddenly being in the community. And so I really think it doesn't have anything to do with the power of particular words. I think it has to do with whether or not the people those words are used against are people you see as people. And if people stopped casually throwing around the R word at a moment in history when intellectually and developmentally disabled people started to be seen more as people, then it's actually not at all surprising that there is this enthusiasm right now for using the R word again, because we're at a moment in history when disabled folks of all sorts, but intellectually and developmentally disabled people as the most vulnerable members of our community, are being seen less and less as people.